Good morning. Here's a short thought for your reflection on this Good Friday morning. You can read the account of the death of Jesus in any of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke or John, though each one of them is slightly different from the others. Have you seen what's been happening? Look over there, those three crosses together. The middle one, he's the man who rode into the city on a donkey the other day. The one they made such a fuss of. All the shouting and cheering and palm waving, laying branches and cloaks in front of his donkey. They even held him as a king. Everyone got really excited. And now look, he's hanging on a cross. I followed him a bit as he's been going around the country teaching. He seemed really nice, someone special, something different about him. You wanted to follow him, be around him. He stood out in a crowd. There's usually a crowd where he was, and always had a story to tell. They were different, his stories. It felt like there was more to it than just a story. Like there was a hidden meaning, something you just couldn't quite put your finger on. And he could heal people too. I saw it once when he healed this woman who just touched his robe. It's amazing. There was a story going about that he healed a man who had a host of demons and sent a herd of pigs running into the sea. Bet that upset a few people. And I've heard other stories too. He fed thousands with just a few fish and some bread. My cousins were there. They said it was a huge crowd. Must have been 5,000 plus, they reckoned. Like I say, something different about him. I did hear people say he was the Messiah, but I'm not so sure. He doesn't look much like a Messiah to me. But enough people thought so on Sunday. He does seem to have upset the authorities somehow though, or else how did he end up on a cross? What went so badly wrong? He did get quite irate in the temple a couple of days ago. He was right too, those cheating money changers needed telling. But he wasn't fighting against the Roman soldiers. He seemed to be more angry with the temple leaders and the Pharisees. But I didn't think they had the power to go this far. Surely if he is the Messiah, he'd fight back, wouldn't he? And now look at him, covered in blood. So he's obviously been beaten and badly treated. The soldiers mocking him, playing dice for his clothes and people jeering at him, with a crown of thorns on his head. And now he's hung on a cross. The most barbaric and cruelest way to die. And right by the rubbish dump. The flies and the stench is awful. For what? And the sun's gone in now, and the sky's got weirdly dark. It's oppressive, becoming quite eerie now. I don't understand it. He talked a lot about love and forgiveness and turning the other cheek. He's taken that to the extreme. He said that God is our Father. He talked about how he loves us and how we were to love God and each other and feed the poor. When you listened to him, you felt like you wanted to become a better person. How does that make him a criminal? I really felt like he was different. I guess I was wrong. Please join us again at 2 p.m. for a reading of the account of Jesus' final hours.
To see the King of heaven fall in anguish to his knees, the light and hope of all the world, now overwhelmed with grief. What nameless horrors must he see to cry out in till truth and love are satisfied, and every sin is paid, and every sin is paid. What took him to this wretched place? What kept him on this road? His love for Adam's cursed race, for every broken soul. No sin too slight to overlook, no crime too great to carry. Only God in this poisoned cup, and yet